Hey girl, hey sir, hey. Just in case y'all didn't catch me during the midday, yeah, I'm gonna give you an update on my womb wellness journey. What they said when I went in today, this morning at a big old 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday. Yes, so did a urinalysis and then I had to go in and my lovely uterus again was on the jumbotron because I had to have another ultrasound. And this time, girl, they did the 3D ultrasound, girl. So guess what was in there? You know, the lining was doing what it did. It looked fine. It had thinned out. It did what it's supposed to do because, you know, I was on that progesterone for like, what, almost 20 days, but 19 days. And then guess what? The fibroids was in there just chilling like they do, you know, the trifecta. Yeah, what is Larry, Curly, and Mo? Yeah, they was in there just hanging out. So the PA seems to think that one of them jokers is in the lining, in the muscle type thing, and so, but she don't know. But she gotta ask the doctor. So now I gotta have a telehealth. Not until March. But her suggestion is, and I shared this on my live, is 5 things. One, do nothing because we don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. I actually do, but but anyway. Um, and excuse me, I just had dinner. One, we do nothing. Two, she's suggesting that I do bioidentical or get back occasionally on the synthetic progesterone. That's number two. And then number three, she suggested that I do an IUD. Hail to the no. Hail to the no. Even number two, hail to the no. And then number four, she suggested that I do the DNC, which in the ablation, which I really went in there with the understanding and I was, you know, ready and had did my research on the DNC. Remember I told y'all, a good scrape. You know what I'm saying? Just getting there, just suctioning. You know what I'm saying? Do the biopsy, see what's going on. You know, whatever. You know, even though I do get a pap regularly. You know, but still, you know, get all that. Anyway, but she's wanting to get the main doctors, you know, to see now if I qualify or if I'm a candidate for the DNC or in the ablation because they do a combo, child. And then the final thing that she wanted to do is take my womb from me. She wants to take my uterus from me. Just in case, y'all, just in case if some type of big problem comes around that, you know, I may need to get it snatched out of me. Maybe prolonged bleeding, impromptu bleed, you know, mid-cycle or big chicken nugget, chicken tender cutlet, blood clots coming out of me. Just in case. Here's my thing. They're not taking my uterus. No, girl, no. And like my mother said, when I told my mom after I left there, my mom was like, just hold on, keep believing. My mom been on her knees. Sister Johnson been praying for my womb, child. She been praying. Everybody been just, all my friends, everywhere I go, I talk about my womb. I'm just that vocal. I'm that vocal. Yes, I'm in perimenopause. Had these my symptoms. This girl, what? They be talking about you look good for real? Because I feel like I'm over here clinging on. Okay? To myself and my sanity. That's what I be feeling like. Y'all don't know that. So everywhere I go, it's like I'm advocating for myself and my womb, my melanated self, and to keep my womb space inside of my body, my organ, because that's major surgery, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the downtime with the DNC is not that long. Yeah. So never had one. Never had one. Never had one, but I know people who did. Now they went and had them. They didn't have it. They didn't. Yeah. But anyway, I've never had one. So anyway, they want to take my uterus just in case. But like my mother said, like, wait a minute, hold on. We're going to do the holistic approach. We're going to work because pretty soon, I mean, the days, the calendars is ticking down, y'all. We begin to think that Auntie Flo, she ain't going to be visiting around here no more, not no time soon, okay? So why even go up in there and do whatever and try? Why even do all that when Auntie Flo is about to be no more? And I miss my period. I'm gonna miss my period. I'm gonna tell you that. I love my period. You know, she's cool. I don't have no problems. It's one time. You be one time you want to snatch my uterus out. One time you had a funky cycle and they want to snatch your uterus out. Y'all, that's fucking ridiculous. Listen to, does that make any sense to you? I had one bad period out of all the years I've been bleeding, and they're coming for my uterus. That says a lot about the United States healthcare system and for marginalized women and population groups, okay, like myself and many others. They gotta do fucking better. They got to. And I'm not giving up, and I'm not giving them my uterus, okay? Look, return to sender. I rebuke whatever. Send that shit back out there. Gone. Take it. Not here. Nope. Negative. Okay? All right, y'all. Love, light, peace, and blessings unto you. That is my womb wellness update for the ladies and the fellas, just to let y'all know that. Okay? So when I talk to the doctor on the 5th, I'm going to tell her what my stance is. We going to see what's going to happen. And if not, I'm still going to just go get another opinion. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing else. My intimacy is intact. I ain't got to worry about no issues. You know, I still can get it on. You know, I still can get it on. My thing is just, I'm used to being commando when I go about. And I don't want to be standing on a stage or in a photo shoot and then something like that happens. Because I've had colleagues, they've been in other countries and had heavy bleeds. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that, okay? I don't want that for myself. But you're not going to get the, just in case that does happen, if you're on stage somewhere or out doing something, let's just take your uterus out. Fuck you and fuck that shit, okay? Enjoy your Thursday. Love y'all. Bye for now.